Hello, lovelies. Hello, family. This is Kimberly Purpoz, and welcome to my channel. Um, I'm sorry I've been away for a minute, but I'm back. I want to go ahead and do some more videos about some of the things, some interesting topics like before. And today I want to talk about the reptilians. I did a part 1 to this particular video about the reptilians and how it relates to what is going on today. There's many controversial theories that are taking, that many people believe in as to what is taking place here on planet Earth. And a lot of this has been passed down through the indigenous people here in the Americas, through folklore and mythology. And I wanted to go more into detail about it because I really didn't want to do this article first. I had another article I was going to do that I wrote, and I haven't had a chance to edit it and upload it. So I decided to do this, make this part 2. No, I wanted to make part 3, but I'll go over my article later because the article I did was pretty much talking about how the reptilians, there was a battle between the reptilians and the dragons, because I did a video about the dragons and what the indigenous people say about the dragons, according to different folklores and stories that has been passed down for since ancient times. And so I guess this video, I hate this word Satan, but it says Reptilian Invasions of Satan or the devil, pretty much. This particular article is based on the spiritual aspect. Also, I was talking about some of the accounts that took place in the Bible and how it is applied, how these particular entities were created. People, if you haven't saw my first video, you may want to go back and check the first video, because I sort of went into detail about these reptilians and how they are on planet Earth, and how how the labeling system may be stemmed from them, how they're the people who are in charge in the New World Order of the rich elite and over this whole planet are in charge by these reptilian entities. And of course now, so I'm sorry, I had to do a meditation there because this is serious. I know some people don't think it's real and just think it's like controversial, but a lot of this is actually taking place. I believe it's taking place, but some people don't, but a lot of people like to see physical evidence, which I understand, but I think that needs to be a point in time where we need to listen to our ancestors and read the spiritual texts. I know some things have been altered and changed around. People believe that the Bible has been changed so many times through so many hands, and that it doesn't have the same original message that was placed originally before. But some of the things are, and some of the things that our ancestors want us to hear is also in these texts. And I believe that there are some pieces that are missing. And, but anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm going into another tangent. But I believe too that some of these mythologies and some of these earlier writings by ancient people do have some truths, and the way they describe certain things was in relation to what they had at that time period to explain what they saw. But anyway, let's continue. But check out that first video. I sort of explained all of that in the first video. But this video, we're going to talk about how the reptilians came into existence. The theories, some of the stories that's passed down, and the ancient people. I mentioned the dragons, because some people believe that the dragons were real. Some people believe that the reptilians stem from the dragons. which could be true. I mean, who knows? You know, you got to open up your eyes to different possibilities. But it says here in this article comes from Biblical Science News. And I don't think it has an author on here, which I thought was, it has an author, though. I believe maybe this author wrote it. It might be an excerpt from the author. And it's from John Riberson. He wrote this particular book on proof of a conspiracy. And he touches on and talks about the reptilians, Communist UN Agenda 21 graphic. So it goes into detail of the New World Order and all this crazy stuff that the reptilians, you know, the group of people, you know, entities, I wouldn't even call them people, that are pretty much holding the powers here in the globe on this planet. It says here, this article was published on October the 7th, 2017. It says reptilian visions of Satan, the devil. And it says here, the Bible says fallen angels produce offspring at Babel about 1900 BC. In my research, I have come to believe that there are black projects repeating what went to Babel. There were genetically engineering bodies of lower energies to create the impression that we are being invaded by aliens from another planet. As a cover, the invasion of Satan, his fallen angels genetically engineered chimera from human and animal genetics. Evil spirits, demon-possessed people, and their financed human agents. So this person has this belief that these entities are from Earth and they're not from other planets. And so a lot of people have different speculations as to what they believe these ancient creatures come from. Some people believe that they come from the planet Earth. Some people believe in the hollow Earth theory, that the Earth is hollow and that there are different realms and that these creatures come from the hollow Earth. And some people believe they come from out in space and they came from another galaxy and they come here. And some people believe they come from different dimensions. So it's so many speculations as to what people think actually took place and how these creatures got here. But the thing is, people they are here, and we need to understand these things. And it says here, he have researched UFOs and I have seen them. I know they are real and they are evil. Let's draw down. I know that this will be hard to believe that materialistic things that we're programmed to accept, and devils and his angels are real. But they want us to think that they're myths of physical phenomena and that this conspiracy was made a secret. But those who know that I do keep research in exposing the agenda of the devil, to warn people to prepare to evacuate Earth in the rapture. Who, this person says Jesus is coming to save us from this invasion. I have researched the subject and find that it is a real danger to skeptics who ridicule. Now, this person believes in Jesus. I believe in the Most High, Hua. And I believe, the Hebrew text. But I do believe that in the Most High. And I believe that we must save ourselves, and listen to the Most High, Hua. But I find this article really interesting because some people who are heavily believe in religion and who are still heavily indoctrinated, they still, believe that Jesus is coming. And to me, I feel like Christianity was created to create this image of, I guess, to keep great supremacy alive, pretty much. And for us to remove our own spirituality and not believe in ourselves. And it's a tactic. But I can go on and on about that particular topic. I always talk about that all the time, but I pretty much want to say that I believe that there are that the grays, or I got some theories of my own. So I believe that the grays, the gray race, especially the elites, the gray elites, are getting help from an extra force. I believe that they're getting extra helps, supernatural help of some sort, or some sort of help. And the reason why I think the reptilians, because I researched the reptilians and been reading up on them, and they believe in a labeling system. And I find it ironic that 6,000 years when they hit this planet, and then fallen angels came and all this, a lot of people have a belief system, and I've been researching this as well, that the reptilians is a hybrid race. And some people believe that they were created by the fallen angels, and they were created through dragon DNA. And I find it interesting too. I'm gonna touch on it more about the indigenous Aborigines, the indigenous people here in the Americans, the Indians, which is our people. They passed down from different folklores and stories that the reptilians are made from dragonflies. And I thought that was quite interesting. Dragonflies. And incorporate dragon, maybe the eggs of dragons, perhaps, the seeds of dragons, which I think is like what do you call it? An analogy, or a way of saying that is pulled from the DNA or genetic resources of a dragon. So, but anyway, what it boils down to is these entities were created by the fallen angels, pretty much. And they came here when the fallen angels came here on this planet. That's what I believe. And they work for the fallen angels. And the fallen angels and the reptilians are all in cahoots with helping the rich elite. They all were intertwined with each other, and that's how they have control like they do. And that's why it is thoroughly organized. That's why it's very important to understand a lot of these stories, because I believe there's some sort of meaning to it. But, I can go on and, just speculation. I just want to throw that out to you all, how this whole network and system work, and how, gray supremacy is much more than what meets the eye, and why it's so ingrained. That's why it's a way of keeping people, the different races, divided, the divide and conquer theory. And it's also a way of keeping the original people suppressed, because they know the original people were the ones who were here first. And technically, this is their land and birthright. But in order to keep them from having access to their wealth and their resources, they put their babies, which are the hybrids, who are the rich elite. And I don't know, maybe the gray race as a whole, who knows? Because a lot of them mix with, some of them mix with the Neanderthal and the, Davidians, and a lot of these, it's theorized that a lot of these people, people who have these DNA of the Neanderthals, are hybrids. And the question is, who created these hybrids, and where did they come from? And the other question is, who created the reptilians, and where they come from, and why they're here? And of course, it's just what I believe is they're here to rule over this planet. They feed off of native energy, and that's why this whole world is filled with so much chaos drama that's going on all over the world globally, because they feed off the energy, and they start all this drama, and ruckus all over this planet just so they can feed off of you and make them stronger and more powerful. If there's no drama and nothing to feed off of, then there's nothing to eat. There's love and peace and happiness. There will be no such thing as chaos and destruction. And see, and that's why they want the certain group of people in charge, so they can keep it going, so they have more food, more energy, more negative power to feed off of. But I would love to see what you all think. I can go on and on about this. I'm coming up with my own theories and just speculations as well. It's good to read up and analyze some of these writings and stuff that we hear from the Bible and from different mythology, historic books and folklores that was passed down from generation to generation. But I'm gonna go back and backtrack in the next video about the dragons and the reptilians. Because there's some folklores about that, and trying to read between the lines and get a better understanding too. And also touch more on what the indigenous people talked about, and one of the references that I pulled the information from, so we can get more insight as well. But please like this video, thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check out my website at Purpose Counseling and Wellness Center. And also don't forget to check out Purpose Counseling and Wellness Institute, where I have my classes. I have one up. I'm working on getting more. I'm working on it, guys. And I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, love and peace. Bye-bye.